All right, 1-70. Solve each of the following equations. Letter A, 3 over x, or 3 divided by x, plus 6 equals negative 45. Let's go ahead and start with that one. So we're going to take 3, it's over x, we have plus 6 equals negative 45. There are different ways you could approach this. You could go ahead and get rid of the fraction right off the bat. Or since I'm seeing that I have a positive 6 and a negative 45 here, and I only have one term that has a variable in it, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 6 first. I'm going to subtract 6 from each side. So now I'm left with, this is a 0 pair, so it's gone. I should have negative 51 is equal to 3 divided by x. Now, if I want to solve for x, my x is in the denominator, so I'm going to have to get it out. So the next thing I can do here is take it and multiply by an x on each side. What that's going to do for me here is it's going to pretty much make it I have 3x, then divided by x will leave me with just 3. So we've got 3 equals negative 51x, because x times negative 51, because of that. And then to get x by itself, let's just go ahead here and divide each side by a negative 51. X equals 3, or negative 3 51sts. Now that should also reduce, because 3 goes into 51 17 times, so you could also end up with negative 1/17. And then if you tried to take that and turn that into a decimal, let's see here, let's do 1 divided by 17. It should be negative, so about negative 0.5. Negative 0.59 would probably be a good safe estimate. So negative 0.59. All right, the second one here. Well, class is starting, so let me pause this. Maybe I can get back to it. All right, problem B. We have the quantity of x minus 2 over 5. There we go. The quantity of x minus 2 over 5. And we're saying that that equals 10 minus x over 8. So we've got a fraction equals another fraction, which is like a ratio equaling a ratio, which is a proportion. So there's several ways you could solve this. You could solve it by cross-multiplying here, or you could multiply both sides by a number that 5 and 8 both go into. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and just do the cross-multiplying. I'm going to say 5 times the quantity of 10 minus x is going to equal 8 times the quantity of x minus 2. Now we're going to take it and let's get everything out of the group by using the distributive property. 5 times 10 is 50 minus 5x. Don't forget to distribute through the entire quantity. We've got 8 times x is 8x, and then 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Let's finish it out here. It's now just a multi-step equation. Let's add 5x to each side. I'm going to have 13x minus 16 equals 50. Add 16 to each side. So 66 now equals 13x. Divide each side by 13. So we will end up with, in the end, just for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and use the calculator. Let's do 66 divided by 13. should get about 5.0769. So we'll round it to the nearest, let's go thousandth place. So let's do 5 to 0.077. That sounds good to me. And that's it for B. Problem C. We have the quantity of x plus 1 times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 0. Well, this one's pretty easy here. If you think about it, we're going to be using the zero product property. Which means if we're multiplying the quantity of x plus 1 times the quantity of x minus 3, it equals 0. So if the product is 0, that means that one of the factors has to be 0. Let's set each one equal to 0. And solve each. So subtract 1 from each side, we're going to get x equals -1. We add 3 to each side, we get x equals 3. So x can equal -1 or 3. To check it, you can plug them both back in to make sure they work. That is your answer for C. That's all three of your answers there. A, -0.59. B, about 5.077. And C, x equals -1 or 3. And please remember these ones here are approximate because we rounded these values. Go in there and add that in there. If you have questions still, make sure you ask your teacher or get help from someone else. This is Mr. Boyd. Thanks for watching.